Hey, Smart News. Today we're going to talk about a story that may forever change the way that you think about peanut butter, but it actually exemplifies a larger story or helps explain or give perspective to a larger story we've been paying close attention to with global implications. So it's a dark and stormy day in Texas. It's a perfect time for a little mystery. So there's a couple, a Maryland couple, seem basically normal, live in suburbia, have two kids. The mother is a teacher with a PhD, quite accomplished. The father is a veteran of the US Navy. He served as an officer with a focus on Navy nuclear engineering, which is key. He's left active duty, but he still works for the government. This couple was arrested this weekend, and they're going to appear in court today for sharing government secrets. That's the allegation, that they were sharing nuclear secrets regarding nuclear submarines, a topic that we've talked a little bit about. But let me take you to how this all sort of unfolded according to the US government. And again, these are allegations. These folks are innocent until proven guilty, but we actually have the court documents that map out their arrest warrants and how the case was built against them. This case transpired over a course of about a year. And it looks like at this point that the man, the husband, reached out to a foreign country. We actually don't know the foreign country, but sort of solicited, I can help you. I actually have some secrets that could be beneficial to you. And somehow in this correspondence, the US government is tipped off. And for the majority of the time in this case, this person was communicating with the US government this entire time. And he was promising to share the secrets that are really important to the US military, which have to do with nuclear power, and specifically when it comes to nuclear submarines. So how was he exchanging information? He was very interested using encrypted technology, trying to communicate in a way, email in a way that would not be easily detectable. He wanted in exchange for these secrets, cryptocurrency. Specific type of cryptocurrency, tens of thousands of dollars, it looks like at this point. Don't have exactly a final number here unless it's kind of tucked in. You kind of see how each item is sort of itemized in this complaint. And he took what you will probably have in your house is like a little memory card, and he hid the memory cards in interesting objects to be picked up by who he thought was the foreign entity. One of those objects was a peanut butter sandwich. So he put the chip in a peanut butter sandwich in plastic and dropped it at a location. Someone picked it up. He did the same thing with the Band-Aid wrapper and the same thing with a chewing gum package. And so he did this several times. So this couple was arrested this weekend. They're going to appear in court today. We'll hear a little bit more about the case against them. What exactly do they face? And more about what motivated them. We actually don't have that in the complaint. And it's interesting as you look at different reports from the Washington Post, New York Times, and a variety of media outlets, there's this question of, well, who is the foreign government? Was that foreign government an ally that instantly wanted to work with the United States, and that no government secrets were exchanged ahead of when the United States got involved in the investigation? That's what it appears to seem like, but we don't know exactly who the foreign entity is. And then why? Why were these people motivated to do this? Was it simply money? Why were they willing to share government secrets? What was behind all of this? So it's still a little bit of a mystery. Why does all of this matter? One of the things we've been talking about in recent weeks is why nuclear technology when it comes to the military matters. And a couple weeks ago, you see the president of the United States with an announcement of a security pact with the leader of the UK as well as Australia. At this time, there was an announcement that Australia and the United States had forged a nuclear submarine deal, where the United States was going to share nuclear technology with Australia. Australia then canceled a submarine order with France. This caused a big dust up between all parties. But remember at the time, one of the things we talked about is that the nuclear capability of the US military, specifically when it comes to submarines, is very, very unique. We have this sort of vantage point of like, well, everybody has aircraft carriers and everyone has nuclear submarines. And that's just not the reality. Domination over the oceans is a key military advantage. And for the United States to share this technology, even with an ally, was a really, really big deal. And talks to a larger point, which is how countries like the United States and Australia are feeling like alliances are important to counter China. So this kind of all comes full circle. We have this sort of interesting court case. By the way, I put this arrest warrant on our website, so if you're feeling like you want to pretend like you're in an episode of Law and Order, you can read it. It's actually very interesting. You see the correspondence, definitely worth a read. This smaller story gives us a broader perspective of just how valuable this nuclear technology is, how important it is to the US government to keep it secret, and why there's a larger geopolitical strategy that involves this technology to counter our adversaries in the world. So, interesting story to watch. It's up on our website today. Two other quick stories, if you want to check them out, have to do with the Taliban and the United States meeting for the first time, really, since the Taliban took control of Afghanistan, and whether or not the United States is going to give humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. That's a big question. And also a story on gas prices and oil prices. We're seeing some record highs here that could have impact on the economy. And one of the reasons for that is concern about the winter. So two key stories that could also impact your life. But this one, again, a dark, stormy day in Texas, kind of a mystery about state secrets, and tells us something about a broader story. So hope you found this helpful. All these stories and more on smarternews.com, and hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.